Oh, warrior. What have you done to yourself this time? I can hardly hear you. There's more blood than breath on your lips, I think. Of course. You are always welcome to the sanctuary of my home. Brace yourself, fool mortal. Because I'll have to lift you. You clearly won't get any farther on your own. Nonsense. A child of the forest is made of sterner stuff than that. To me, you weigh no more than your thoughts. Heavy though they may be. It's a burden I promise I can bear. You see, and already I have you to the sacred glade. Would you really argue you could have made it on your own, in the condition you're in? I do not doubt your strength, but you would have me questioning your wisdom. Be still. The grass is soft. The soil is warm and welcoming, as well you know. Your enemies cannot follow you here. Lay your worries aside. You're a mess. If you had waited much longer to call out to me, well, we would not have met on this side of the forests, I will say that much. I'll have to wash away your priest's markings. May I? However much or little they mean to your enemies, the old signs still have power here. I can't wipe them away or do much else unless you consent. Thank you. No, don't try to sit forward. Just lie back and let the healing waters flow across your skin. I'll be gentle with the cloth, just rest. Feel yourself between the soil and the sun. Feel the grass and the tree shadow and the soft breeze. May I remove your armor? I promise I have no other intentions. It's simply necessary to finish cleaning your wounds. That slash across your belly needs tending, or it will end you sooner than the blood loss will. Please, continue to be at ease. I can take care of it. Are you sleeping, warrior? It would be no bad thing if you were, but as long as you're not, perhaps you could turn over on your stomach. The wound across your belly extends to your back. You're lucky you weren't cut in two. And I imagine there will be other wounds to treat. Yes, there will be spectacular scars. Very telling of the battles you survived. Turn over and hush. It would be hard to massage a back that's so thoroughly bisected. I'm afraid if that's what you wish, you'll have to return to me another day and in a better state. Have you ever had to do more than ask me, my friend? Then be still and leave me to my work. And be grateful and less questioning. Forgive me. I thought you'd finally fallen asleep. I must undo your braids to clean the blood. It seeps through. Really? To your head, too? You know, in all the hacking and slashing, there are times for dodging and blocking as well? Or did you forget that in the heat of this battle? I've fought in no few wars myself. The life of an immortal elf is not always a peaceful one. You beg the sanctuary of the sacred glade in this state, and then tell me how peaceful my life seems to you. Well, not unlike your own people, we have tended to fight most and most ferociously with our own kind. And there are not many left here beyond the Summerlands. No, this world has changed since our early days, and in ways that are not hospitable to us. Many, most even, have withdrawn to the safety and the comfort of the land of our forebears. I'm not satisfied that my time here is done. There are things in this world that I still desire. Not much longer, I fear. The stars whisper of a hard winter. They grieve, but even they cannot hold back the changing of the season. Yes, I do speak of your invaders. I know, warrior. I do not doubt that you will fight them to your last breath. But what is right and good does not always prevail, and there's nothing that is unchanging. Even gods must one day pass beyond the worlds they have shaped. Perhaps you will, my friend. I hope it is so. If anyone could make alive the stars' foretelling, it would be such stubborn creatures as you and your people. Hush now. I need to comb the blood out of your hair. The water can only do so much. The paint, too. The priest's magic has done as much good as it can. You must trust in my healing now. You do? Yeah, I am glad to have your trust. I will, of course, be careful of your wounds. Good. It should feel good. You should know only pleasure here as long as I have the power to ensure it. Soft grass, warm breeze, the gentle comb, my touch. I hope it all feels peaceful. Do you have to ask? It can do no good to talk about it now. You have a warrior's soul. You're determined to fight. No, I wouldn't have you change. I wouldn't want you to be any different than you are. I did say that, didn't I? You will change in time as well, as have I, but it needn't be sudden or extreme. Growth is change, after all. I would like to see the person you one day grow to be. Would you? Of course, it's much slower for my kind. You would have to be with me a very long time to see such changes in me. We do grow old. I'm already quite old in the years of this world. No. The children of the forest, of the Summerlands, don't tend to change like that. We don't grow frail anymore than the trees do. And would you even notice if my hair grew more silver? There are... yes. There are others living in the Summerlands. Time moves differently there for them as well. Change comes, and growth, but perhaps not what you would consider age. There are reasons long ago visitors called it the Land of the Young. Oh yes, it's very beautiful. Even the sacred glade is only a pale shadow of the beauty of the Summerlands. I'm done combing your hair. You can turn over again if you like. I shouldn't wonder if you're hungry. I'm afraid I can't offer much that's fit for a human's palate. Blackberries, hazelnuts, dandelion greens. I'm bound by treaty not to harm any creature in this forest, so I have no meat or fowl to share. I could find you mushrooms, I suppose. No, my trusting warrior. All of it was, or would be, forage from around the glade. I wouldn't bind you with the food of my people. Certainly not with such simple fare. I would tempt you with foods you have no name for. Bread as golden and soft as morning lights. Wine as heady and rich as the first days of spring. Fruits with flesh as dark as midnight and as sweet as a kiss from your blood. Butter, milk, honey, such as you could not dream. And all of that is only for a start. I have seen mortals reduced to weeping for the flavors of the Summerlands. Oh, no? What would tempt you then? Oh. You shouldn't tease. Because I know you need to go back to your village. Back to your war. And they do. The stars do tell me that you're doomed. Your invaders will not be denied. They will tear down the standing stones. They will burn the sacred trees. They will turn them into beam and lintel of their ugly dwellings. They will silence the bird song and slay the wolf, the lion, and the bear. We can't stop it. None of your people can. You will all be dead or in bondage soon. Nothing is truly unchanging, my warrior. There is no shame in the bloom that falls before the winter's frost. Except that I don't want to see you fall. I've been foolish to stay so long, but I found I couldn't leave. You don't have to. You could stay a little longer. Heal a little more. Go back to face your enemy stronger than the medicine or healing of your people can make you. You could. Don't. Please. I will not beg. I will not do that to either of us, but I will curse myself forever if I don't at least ask you. Stay. Or more. Come with me. There will be nothing left here for either of us soon. I could not. Would you leave behind all the children? Holy mortal children do not grow up in the Summerlands, not the way they should. Their parents would not thank you for what far too many of them would become. And your elders. Aging stops in a way, but mortals who come to us with too many years already on them rarely last long in the intensity of the Summerlands. It might be a better death than falling on the swords of your invaders, but there's a madness that takes over. As if every breath of the eternal air is poison. They die gasping for the air of their mortal homes. You know why that can't be. Mortals who come to the Summerlands don't just cross idly back and forth as my people do. An army that passed into my country, even if they could return, would just come back to find a world that had moved on without them. Your invaders would be settled, long generations spent in a land that knew only them as its kin. Anyone you left behind would have loaned your blood to them. Your army would be the invaders. Even the forest wouldn't remember you. Because you could live, and you could stay with me. No, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't leave your people to their fate, even if it means sharing in their doom. It is. I did not lie when I said the stars' foretelling can be wrong. Go, then, and be safe, my warrior. Because the stars say we will not meet again.